Pakistan's two front fear the pressure from India and at the same time pressure from Afghanistan. Pakistan is in panic mode right now. Its own defense minister has publicly admitted that the country could face a two front war, one from India in the east and another from Afghanistan in the west. For years, Pakistan tried to play both sides, using militants on the Afghan border, keeping pressure on India, and balancing relations with China and the US. But this time, things are different. Afghanistan is no longer under Pakistan's control. The Taliban government, which Pakistan once helped, is now openly angry. On the other side, India's military strength and economic rise have made Pakistan's old tactics useless. And that's why this moment feels like a trap. A war that Pakistan can neither start nor survive. The Western Front, a backfire in Afghanistan. The Pakistan Afghanistan relationship has completely broken down. For years, Pakistan bombed Afghan border areas in the name of fighting terrorism. It thought Afghanistan would remain weak and silent, but that strategy has backfired. Today, even the Afghan Taliban is accusing Pakistan of aggression. Border clashes are increasing. Pakistani soldiers are dying, and the Durand line is on fire again. What's worse? Pakistan no longer controls the narrative. The Taliban government doesn't care about Pakistan's pressure. In fact, it blames Islamabad for working with the US. So now Pakistan is facing the same problem it once created, a militant, unpredictable neighbor that it cannot control. And that's the first layer of two front fear. The Eastern Front, India's strategic advantage. On the eastern side, the situation looks even more dangerous for Pakistan. India has modernized its air force, upgraded its navy, and is quietly increasing its border infrastructure every year. Meanwhile, Pakistan's economy is in the ruins. Its foreign reserves are shrinking and its defense system are outdated. Even Pakistan's own officers admit they can't afford a long conflict. If India wants to pressure Pakistan, it doesn't even need to launch a war. A few targeted airstrikes, cyber operations, or a naval blockade near Karachi could freeze Pakistan's logistics within days. And that's what scares them. They know India's strength is increasing with time, while theirs is stuck. So Pakistan now has to divide its already thin military across thousands of kilometers to defend from Afghanistan, India, and even guard the Iranian border just in case. That's not strategy, that's the survival mode. Why a two-front war is impossible to handle? Every major country worries about two-front war. Even America and China plan for it. But Pakistan's situation is unique. It doesn't have enough money, oil, modern defense systems to fight two enemies at once. Its army is still recovering from internal conflicts, terror attacks, and border operations. If India and Afghanistan both increase pressure, even without declaring war, Pakistan will be forced to stretch its resources to the breaking point. That's when things collapse, fuel shortages, communication breakdowns, loss of morale. This is why their ministers sound nervous when journalists ask, do we have a plan for this? They say they're prepared, but nobody really believes it. And in geopolitics, fear itself becomes a weapon. When a country starts fearing war, it already begins to lose. India's patience is its power. For India, this situation is quite an advantage. New Delhi doesn't need to rush. Every passing year strengthens its economy, its manufacturing, and its global partnerships. The longer peace lasts, the weaker Pakistan's position becomes. That's why India doesn't need to start a war, just avoid one and keep building strength. The strategic patience is India's real weapon here because it conflict even happens for 5 to 10 years. India's gap in power will be so large that Pakistan won't be able to respond. Its strategy sometimes waiting is winning. The real war is within. So can Pakistan handle a two-front war? Not really. Its military is overstretched, its allies are fading, and its economy is bleeding. Even without an open conflict, Pakistan is under constant pressure from Afghanistan's border, from India's modernization, and from its own internal instability. In reality, the biggest war Pakistan faces isn't with India or Afghanistan, it's a war inside between its ambitions and its capacity. If the country doesn't fix its economy and politics soon, no army, no ally, no speech will save it. Because in the end, power isn't about the weapons, it's about stability. And right now, Pakistan has everything except that.